So, Aaron, what was the point you felt you had to prove when you were 18 when you got kicked out?
Wasn't a
T-Mobile
point.
is proud to announce its best
More
plan
like
ever. Unlimited
survival
data,
of the
talk, and
fittest at that
text, 2
point.
lines for just $49.99 a month each with a
I
2-year
definitely
agreement
succeeded
plus
in that
taxes and
department.
fees. Only from
Yeah.
America's largest 4G
I'm a
network. Now
survivor.
faster than ever. Visit your local T-Mobile store for more
Excellent
information on this
quality to
amazing
have.
offer.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Where in California did you grow up?
Glendale and Pomona, California.
I'm not familiar with
No,
those
it's
areas.
Southern California, like LA County. Yeah. Yep. They're in Colorado. Colorado Springs, Colorado, yeah. For the majority of my life. So. Yeah.
What types of things were you surviving?
Bills. Mostly.
Uh-huh.
Bills and rent, just, you don't understand how difficult the world really is when you don't have an umbrella over you. And the harsh realities of life definitely hit me quickly. So, you learn to adapt, and survive. So, I'm self-sufficient at this point. No matter what, I feel like I can overcome. So, I thank my mom for that every day.
Excellent. Is that where it came from, you think?
Oh, yeah. I think she was out of the house at 17. So, she knew I could do it.
Do you have siblings?
I have 3 sisters, yeah.
3 sisters. Older, younger?
I have 2 younger sisters and 1 older sister. So, we're all pretty close. Yeah, we don't talk much, but when we're around each other, it's like nothing's ever changed, so. Yeah.
Why don't you talk?
Why don't I? I try. What else?
With your sisters. Why don't you talk with your sisters?
Oh man, what can I say about them? See, my youngest sister Regina, she's a lot like me. She was kind of like the tag along, and she annoyed me when I was younger. But now it's like, wow, she just wanted to be with her big brother. And we're a lot alike. We're both big clowns. We like to joke around a lot. And Faith, she's probably more like my father. They're kind of serious, but Faith isn't as serious as Dad. She can let down her hair, but when she gets serious, she's serious. And Casey's probably the most timid of everybody. She's very reserved, extremely polite. That's how my mother is too. It's almost annoying because it's like you don't have to be that nice, Mom. Like she goes above and beyond sometimes, and it's just like you don't even know this person. But hey, I think I have some of those qualities too. Like I'm a nice guy, but you're not gonna run over me or anything.
Right.
Obviously.
Which is important. It's important to be able to stand your ground.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. So I moved out here, and slowly but surely, they all started moving out here too.
So your whole family's up here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And now I gotta get away again. Yeah.
So mom, dad, sisters, everybody?
Not my father. He stayed in Colorado. Yeah, we're not really close. That's a whole nother can of worms. But,
Yeah. And how do you feel about that?
at this point, it's like, I'm a grown man now. Like I made it without him, and I don't really feel like I don't necessarily feel the need to really establish a relationship at this point. What's done is done at this, It's just, you really can't go back, so I have no regrets about it.
Was he around when you guys were growing up, or no?
Not really. So you kind of get used to that, and it's whatever. It's just how my life was, so it's normal to me,
And so now that everybody's here and you've got to get away, where are you going to go?
Anywhere. I kind of want to go East Coast, to be honest. I've never been on that side of the U.S. I'd love to go to New York or Florida, but New York definitely. Just to experience that kind of a city,
What draws you to New York?
The atmosphere. It's a world within itself, you know. Like if you can find it if you can't find it in New York, you can't find it anywhere, you know. Like it's the mecca of just everything, culture, life, society, it's just races. Like you find everything there. So.
Don't forget fashion.
Fashion, of course. Yeah, definitely the mecca. So yeah, that's just. I mean, it's everything balled into one. It'd be nice to like live out there for like a couple months, you know.
Oh, come on, a couple years.
Yeah, I'd probably fall in love with it. I'm definitely a city boy.
It matches your energy. You
Yeah.
know, the thing about New York is that there's so much energy.
Yeah.
So many people in such a small space.
Yeah.
The energy level is constantly going. That's why they call it the city that never sleeps. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't. It never stops.
Yeah.
You can go get vegan chocolate cake and a cocktail at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's awesome. That's what I look forward to. Yeah.
Have you ever been?
I have not. I've been talking about it right now. Pictures and movies. Yeah. And the art. Oh, the art museum. I have a friend that used to work with at Abercrombie. She's out there now, and her sister's an artist. And they've taken a lot of pictures at the New York Museum exhibit. And she sent me pictures of Picasso, you know, so many different artists. It's just very inspiring stuff. And just to be in the same, you know, vicinity of that kind of work would be amazing.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah, just to sit and study the works and try to understand their execution in art.
I cried the first time I walked into the Metropolitan Museum of
Oh,
Art.
really?
It's so amazing because the scale is so
That's
large,
what it's-
and
yeah,
then
Metropolitan.
it's so many amazing masterpieces that you get to see and feel that energy.
Yeah.
So it's incredible to be there.
Yeah.
The feeling is overwhelming.
Yeah. That's one thing I would love to do. They have so many museums out there too.
Yep. There's the Whitney, the Guggenheim, MoMA, the new museum. There's some museums.
Oh, you know it all. That's awesome. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Yes, Yoji Shinkawa.
Yoji Shinkawa.
She's actually a Japanese game artist for this series called Metal Gear Solid. He's kind of, I don't know, converted like a calligraphy type style into like actual portraiture. It's amazing because the way I draw is more, I'm not as free or as loose as him, and that's something I aspire to do. His style is just so quick and fluid, and he knows every line has a meaning, but it looks like he's just, you know, doing simple strokes on a piece of paper. It's very inspiring stuff. Awesome. Very awesome.
And so in your art, you said you're going for game design? Is that correct?
Yes, I would like to get into game design eventually. I'd like to be a concept artist because it's like the inner workings of any kind of a game. It's the backstory. You start with the backstory, where you came from, his origins, you know. And a lot of companies give you free reign until like a basic concept is established. So you can really use your imagination, and all I do when I get home is draw. So it'd be like a dream come true to do what you love for a living. And that's what I aspire for sure. Hold on, out here.
Have you always loved to draw?
Yeah, since I was young. Me and my cousin used to draw a lot of Dragon Ball Z when we were young. It's just anime. That's where it kind of really started. And I don't know, I felt like I used to draw what I see a lot, and that really established a lot of my basic skills. Yeah, lots of
anime has swept the world.
Oh man.
It's incredible.
Oh man.
Kids don't watch what I consider to be normal cartoons.
Yeah. The thing I love about anime is the narrative. And those kind of shows is like real short stories. Like they're very mature, you know. And that's what first caught my eye. Like I remember one of the first major like anime movies I saw was called Ghost in the Shell, and it's just out of this world. The movie it could be like just a live action movie, but it's animated instead. You know, like I could see the same movie being made live action. You know, it was serious in that kind of a tone, and very just sophisticated animation. And that's like that hooks you really so quick. So.
But then it has a pretty deep storyline. I haven't seen the film itself. I saw one of the episodes.
The standalone conflict. Which is a spin-off from the movies. But see the movie that started it.
Can you tell me what the plot of the movie was about?
Well, it's in the future. It's about a lot of these cybernetic organism robots that look and act just like humans. And it follows the story. What's her name? Akira? I forget. But so she's basically a cop fighting cybercrime. A lot of the world is like interlinked with like internet and just a lot of like. Basically, what the plot is, there's a ghost or an AI that's taking over different robotic bodies and they're just trying to find out how he's doing it, and her name's Aya, and eventually she gets taken over herself near the end of the movie, and they try to get her back, but she's eventually lost and put into a child's cybernetic body, just temporary. It's a very, very awesome movie. I've seen it about a million times. This is like in middle school, I think, but I haven't seen it in so long. But it always sticks with me. Good stuff.
Well, you know, the underlying message of films like that, it's in essence preparing us for what might be coming as we develop technologically and we potentially start to see artificial intelligence and other things. Now, in terms of fashion design and anime, they also go into...
Oh, for sure. That's another thing. Which has a lot to do with like the concept design process. Yeah, clothing is always out of this world, like futuristic anime. So. It's cool to see what kind of ideas people come up with, you know.
Have you were you interested in fashion when you were growing up, or style?
Not until like high school, really. High school is when you start noticing girls, and that's when you gotta look good, you know. So yeah, I really started caring then, and
your calling card.
Pretty much. Middle school, I didn't really worry about it too much. Just more about friends and playing basketball every single day. You know? So high school, definitely when I got into fashion. I mean, you really follow what other people wear at that point because you haven't really established your own sense of style. You're just seeing, you know, you just kind of want to fit in, you know, like you dress for how your friends dress. But once you leave high school, that's when you really just, you know, find your own self, your own kind of style.
Interesting idea that everyone wants to be like everyone else. I think that is...
Because you want to fit in at that point, you know? Nobody wants to feel like the outcast. Even nerds dress alike, you know? Yeah.
So fulfilling that need to belong.
Yeah, for sure. Some people don't care, you know? I don't know. I guess I've always just... It's not even something that enters your head, you know? It's just... shoot. You know, everybody wants the latest Jordans or the newest jeans. It's just... You don't really think about it, but it just happens, you know? Spontaneously.
Then the funny thing is, then you see twins and triplets walking down the street.
Wearing the same thing. I've never liked that.
Well, it's silly because since we're all individuals, we all have something unique about our personality that sets us apart. the thing about style is that it's an expression of yourself.
For sure.
And so you would want to express yourself as that, as your one self, not as this copy of this other person.
Yeah, I always feel like they're just trying to, okay, we get it, you know, we're your twin. Okay. Unless it's like a twin event or something, it's just like, cool, you know. But like little kids, that's okay. But like when you're grown, come on. We get it, we got it, we got it. Maybe I'm just mad I don't have a twin.
You and Steven could start.
Oh man, I know. I swear we're so close. We click, you know? Yeah, we became instant friends.
Did you guys meet at Abercrombie?
Yeah. Yeah, which is weird. And we're just talking about random stuff and we just had a lot of in common. We have a lot of the same thought processes. It's funny. I don't know. But yeah, that's my guy.
How was doing the eye exercise with him?
Yeah, after it was over, we were like, anybody else, we would have been fine. That was like the toughest thing ever.
Why?
We eventually got it though.
Why was it so hard?
Because we were trying to be serious, and the fact that we were trying to be serious made it funny. Because we are never serious around each other. And to see him just looking at me and me looking at him, it's just like, oh, this is tough, this is tough. And he kept flaring his nostrils on purpose, like, yeah, it's so
Being boys.
yeah, exactly.
Did you guys break through that?
Oh
Were
man,
you
yeah, near the end of
able to
that, it
actually connect?
got easier. I was like, man, yeah, that exercise was intense. But yeah, I finally established our Zen focus, and yeah, we succeeded. I believe we did. Yeah. Man.
It's a great exercise because it puts you face to face with another being.
Yeah.
You know, you're not looking at them as this person and this is what I think about them and this is where they're from and all of the associations that we kind of pile on to ourselves and onto others. But you're quite literally looking into the divinity, right?
Yeah.
You're looking into the source that is moving them. Exercise at rehearsal on Monday in this. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you the same questions. Rona's sitting in a circle, and first everyone was asked what they like most about themselves, what they think they're really good at.
Really good at? I feel like I'm really good at overcoming that initial awkwardness with other people, because I'll be the first to introduce myself to anybody. There's no problem. Like, I'm definitely a people person, so I put everyone else at ease, you know, by getting everybody else comfortable. So I feel like I'm good at that. So I'm just, you know, just great.
Anything else?
Oh man, I'm good at video
Pandora
games.
listeners, Merch
I love
in
video
downtown
games.
Seattle
I love
invites you to
drawing.
celebrate
This
Fashions
is
Night Out on
not,
Thursday, September 8th. Join us for entertainment, refreshments,
I would say that's number
prizes,
one,
and
though.
much more starting at 6 p.m. Now back to your music.
Even though I don't really like human interaction. I'm not gonna lie.
How is that?
I can easily be by myself.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't get the feeling of loneliness. I can be alone. I think I get that from my father. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah. No, I'm not saying I shouldn't say I don't like human interaction, but even without it, I'm okay. You know. I guess that's kind of weird to say, but it's true. And
There's a certain quality in people that they appreciate time with themselves.
oh, for sure.
Time to be introspective, time to reflect, time to
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I can just get away.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And the next question was, if you could get rid of something about yourself, what would it be?
I don't know. Maybe my back hair. No, I'm just kidding. There's no back hair. I don't think there is. That's tough. I really don't know. There's probably a lot of things I want to get rid of, but my own procrastination. That's a good one. I procrastinate constantly. And when I eventually do get to work on something, it's late. And I end up staying up way past than what I should. If I could just get past procrastinating, I'd be so much more successful in life. Yeah, that's number one. Get rid of I need to just get rid of the internet. It's just compulsive internet, useless browsing, you know? That's a waste, such a time sink. Yeah. Procrastination. It's the killer of us all. Definitely.
The delayer of all things.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess that's true for everyone, but yeah. Get past that. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
It was interesting in the group setting because everyone was very open, and a lot of the things you heard that people wanted to get rid of was insecurity or guilt about the things that they were good at. Trying to break free of how they thought they should be for someone else.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And you know, you realize again that commonality in people is that they just want to be themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
They truly want to have their own life experience, free of again those associations, those kind of stipulations and stigmas that we put on ourselves, that other people put on us. Like, okay, this guy is he's really cool. Okay, he's from California, so maybe he's a surfer, maybe he's a you know, all of these things that then come to color a person's vision of you or your vision of yourself, when truly you have something in you that has nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah. You have someone else's assumption of you before they really get to know you, and sometimes you don't want to let them down. Like, oh, you felt like, oh, well, I'm kind of like that, you know. Not really, you know. It goes along those lines of being accepted again, you know. So you don't mind faking it for a while. Like, yeah, I used to surf all the time. I've never been to the beach, you know. Yeah.
We forget that can be much more detrimental than.
Oh yeah,
than
exactly.
we think,
That'll
know,
get you in more trouble.
Even just for a minute to say, oh yeah, I'm like that, I'm on.
Yeah.
Because you're subjecting yourself to a false sense of reality.
Yeah. Good. That was looking good at you, man. Oh, these are awesome.
Wow.
fit like a glove.
Right.
Very comfortable.
Right.
Oh man. Go jogging, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, these are crazy. Oh, I almost feel like a what are they? You know the
Like a matador.
matador. That's what they were. The front.
Uh-huh.
The way they curve. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Little matador. Yeah, dude. I love them. See the silhouettes.
You see the way it makes you stand?
Yeah, man.
It gives you that stand.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And you really know
That man stand.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? I'm here.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
going
man,
on?
these are crazy, dude. Yeah, sick. I love them.
Yeah, I love the lower line, the lower seam is really, really sexy.
Stop staring at myself. I love it.
Just a second, I'll get you a mirror so you can see behind you better.
Oh, yeah. These are freaking amazing. Alright. I can't stop looking. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh, man. I want to show them off. Yeah. I love 'em.